Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing a fairly late unboxing for the October, I'm pretty sure it was just horror Lootcrate for this year. And I'm excited to get into this. I waited, I think it came out, I think it got delivered. I also got the DX like off to the side here because I got both. I was too excited for the franchises. I'm hoping it pays off because I always get scared when I do that. But I saw that it got delivered a while back, and I just couldn't do the video because I've been over here at my girlfriend's house because I didn't have a car for like the past 3 weeks. So when it finally got delivered, it was just at my dad's, and I had no way of really getting over there. And I would have done this about a week ago, but I knew he would do this. I was like, hey, can you get my loot crate so I can do the video? He's like, yep. Came to the party and was like, oh, what happened? Nothing. No loot crates. So it was like 2 weeks late or something, but I'm excited to get into this because of some of the shows I watch. I know 2 of the items in here, so I know what this shirt is going to look like, and I know one of the other little items, which actually might have something to compare it to. I'll have to like jump out of frame for that, but I like what I saw so far, the 2 little items I saw. So just to start off with the shirt, which I knew what it was going to be. It's the Negan Sluggers shirt, which is actually pretty cool. Let me see. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how big this picture was, but I like it. It's nice and simple. I like it. It's like it's really interesting because it looks like half animated almost, like because you can tell it's not actually. Oh, I like this. It's this is like trying to think. It's not blended into the shirt like this. This will crack, I think, way faster than this would. This isn't exactly like a part of the shirt, but it's much closer than this is. You can probably see the cracks in all the in the little portal here. But I like that. I always like it when it's really, really close, or when it flat out is a part of the t-shirt. Especially when it's a part of the t-shirt, then it can't crack. It'll just, over time, of course, it'll eventually fade. But I prefer fading to like cracking and stuff. But I like this shirt. It's a nice thin shirt. It's definitely a baseball type shirt. It's like just a t-shirt you'd wear. Pretty good. I like that. My girlfriend might not like it too much because she was devastated by the premiere. But I like it. That's a pretty cool shirt. Let's see what else we got. There's something else cotton here. Oh, look at that. We have Camp Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th. The little flag here. That's actually pretty awesome. I'm going to figure something out for that. I might have to, I don't know if my car, I just got a new car today, so I don't know if, I haven't looked at it too much to know if it has an antenna or not, but if it does, I might just throw this on there, and hopefully it would survive that. I don't know, that might be a little bit too risky, but I like that. I love Friday the 13th, even though I've only seen the first Friday the 13th movie, and I saw Jason X. I saw the remake too. The remake's phenomenal, but I still gotta watch like the more of the original films, but I do like Friday the 13th. Got some big plushie here from the this is silly. This makes me think of the old Alien plush thing that we got with the face hugger, where it was like a happy face hugger. And this time around, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. So that's pretty funny. This is a Lootcrate exclusive. It's by Kid Robot. Let's see, does this come off? Oh. It doesn't come off, but you can actually, this isn't like knit into it, so you can actually put your finger through the schmuck. I don't know why I didn't just go with apron, but there it is. This looks like a penguin to me. Like, he looks like some children's cartoon character. Like, it's got to be some Disney show where it's like some 3D penguin. That's what he looks like to me, and I'm gonna have to find that, and I might throw it in the annotations. But that's pretty funny. So I'll probably find a space to put this next to my face hugger. That's kind of funny. It really makes me think of that penguin. I know it's some kid show, and all I think of like these little hills right here, and also like the giant eyes and the smile is like all I can think of is that random kids show with that penguin in it. That's funny. Let's see what. Oh, got something hardcover. It says, "Hey, the Legion of Regrettable Supervillains, featuring the 50 strangest supervillains in the history of comics, Loot Crate edition." So this is actually kind of awesome because for those of you who may not have started watching Lootcrate videos recently, or may have started watching them recently, they did a video, or they gave out a book. I don't know if I did a video, but they gave out a book. I think I feel like that was last year. It may have been this year. You know, there's so many crates, but they gave out a book for the worst superheroes. So that's actually kind of cool. It's like the craziest heroes, and that may not have been specific to heroes. It may just have been like characters. But I feel like that one was heroes. So this one being regrettable villains, that's actually pretty cool. So it should be a good time going through this of Granny Gumshoe. Interesting. But this is nice. This is pretty cool. So, and it's in the same style too, where it's like it has like the three pictures up top and on the bottom, and it has the princess stuff on the back. So this is awesome. Plus it's hardcover, which hardcover books are always the best. But it fits perfectly. I think the other one might have like a yellow spine, I believe. But this is really cool. So it'll have sort of the exact same style to it. I'm sure the dimensions are almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same. So that's kind of cool. It just they fit perfectly together. So that'll be an interesting little read. We got some. This is really cool. I don't know if this is what I thought it was when okay. So this I love because I'm actually going to use these. So for some people it might be like, man, I actually eat a ton of noodles. I actually eat a bunch of ramen, like a super nerd. But they got some Friday the 13th chopsticks, and that is not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know why I said Friday the 13th, but some Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy glove chopsticks. So this is awesome, and this was made exclusively for Lootcrate, so that's pretty cool. Distributed by iCup. I don't think I've ever heard of them, but this I like. I also love the fact that the fingers like bend. They're like a bit wobbly, so it kind of makes it a little gross, but that's funny. I like that. I'm gonna have to. It'll be weird doing it this way because unless these come out, which I don't believe they're supposed to, but this is actually really funny. I like this. And and it's funny because it's kind of like he's doing the peace sign, which is very sweet and nice, but it's like, obviously it's Freddy Krueger. And then it's just funny because it's chopsticks. But this I like. This I'm going to utilize. I'm going to have to get my skills back because this is going to be weird because I'm so used to, I'm not really great at it, but I can use chopsticks. But I'm used to, the back end being like way, wide out because I have such a terrible, I'm terrible with them. I can like use them, but I use them like in kind of my own unique little way. So it's not like the perfect grip and positioning and stuff like that. But that's cool. I like these, especially because the fingers actually like wiggle and stuff, and it makes it a little bit weirder. But that's really cool. So I like that. I'm gonna probably keep these inside the little packaging that came in though. But these are actually pretty awesome. So I certainly like those. And I think there was something else. Yeah. So we have the pen for this month, which, as I said, is horror. And this is actually a pretty straightforward pin. Normally it's like a bit of a reference or something here and there. This one just flat out says John Carpenter's Halloween, and it's just a pin of Halloween. So that's actually really awesome. I'm curious what this will unlock for this month. It might be like a horror comic book or something like that. It'll probably be in the little booklet. But that's actually really cool. I like that. It's just plain and simple. Halloween. It is a classic. It's their way to kind of throw it in there, so that's pretty sweet. So we have the Walking Dead's Most Memorable Walkers. Find out if you could survive a horror movie. Exclusive interviews with Winona Earps, Amelia Andress, and Tim Rosen. Oh, crazy face in here. Actually, so I was wrong when I mentioned I knew what the items were. I knew the shirt. I thought that this was the other item, and it's just a crazy mask. So that's pretty awesome. And we have the picture of The Walking Dead, of course, which, had I been at home, this would have been very appropriate, right before I watched the season premiere and everything. So it would have fit perfectly. But this is pretty cool. I like this. A giant mask. And you can poke the eyes out. I kind of want to leave the eyes in because it's like, oh, it's a nice giant zombie picture. And just just leave it. Honestly, I kind of just want to leave it like right on the box, or maybe this would be one of the few times where I like cut the box and then just have a square with a giant zombie face on it. But that's not too bad. Have a big old zombie mask. This is a great picture too. It's very high detail and gross, but that's pretty cool. I like that. That's interesting. I'll toss that off to the side. So zombie mask. That's pretty cool. Let's go through. So I'm trying to find out exactly what's... Oh. Interesting. So they have two different versions of the Leatherface thing. So that's pretty cool. So it says, we don't recommend you walk up and hug Leatherface, the iconic star of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. If you should ever encounter him, it'll be hard to get close anyway with him swinging his signature chainsaw around willy-nilly. Instead, Lootcrate exclusively presents this adorable plush from Kid Robot's Funny line. Let us know if you get the happy or sad version. There's a 50% chance you get either. So, of course, like I said, I got the happy one, which makes me think of that Disney, or it might be Nickelodeon. There's something, I know what it is now, I don't know the name, but it's something where it's a bunch of kid animals, and they have like a bunch of dance sequences and stuff like that. So, here's my happy version, you know, my mini penguin, and then here's of course the sad version, but that looks way more like angry to me than sad. Like I know it's supposed to be like that, but just the way it looks, it's like, no, he's looking angry right there. So that is pretty cool. They got a little thing, of course, you know, because they have a million different things. It's like, hey, get, you know, Lootcrate DX and get Loot Pets and stuff like that. This is last month's. I actually did an unboxing for that if you guys want to check it out. We got our Freddy spaghetti and eyeballs. That's pretty cool. Jason's best kills and weapons. Loot undies. That's a thing. I'm mostly going through this because I want to find. Okay, so let's see what we got. Ooh, Loot anime for episode 13, or for November. It's Blade, which has Berserk, Bleach, Gintama, and more. And I love Bleach and Gintama. Gintama is hilarious if you guys don't watch that. Let's see, this month's pin, Pumpkins and William Shatner Mask and Knives. So mine, 'Tis the Season to rep John Carpenter's legendary classic. So this is actually, what it says it's going to redeem is Super Fight, which is actually really, really cool. Because I love Super Fight. They've done this before. They had, I'm pretty sure that was last year for sure, but they had the Lootcrate exclusive version of Super Fight. So it's just a card game where basically it's like, it's almost like, as far as I'm concerned, it's the nerd version of Cards Against Humanity, and I think it's way more entertaining because it's not just the funniest answer. You actually have to, you know, choose your answer, and it's like, all right, you get a certain character, and then that character gets a certain weapon, and then you kind of have to go around, and it's like, all right, we have to really discuss why would this character win. So it's like, if you happen to know more about this nerdy thing than your friends do, then you might know like that ultimate move or something like that, where they're like, crap, I can't argue that. Or if you happen to know something about one of your friends' cards, but they haven't seen like that anime, if it happens to be like the anime version, you just keep that to yourself, and then you let them lose because it's like, well, you didn't bring it up in the argument. So it's a really fun game. You know, you get your crazy characters, and then you get crazy weapons. I believe they have locations and certain conditions as well. That's in different card or different decks and stuff like that. But this is really cool. So this one actually it's a download for Super Fight, the video game version of Super Fight, which is actually on Steam. So that's great. That's super easy for me because I already have Steam. So that's actually pretty awesome. So that's cool. I'm definitely going to utilize that. So this says, alright, it says on the bottom, I'm assuming this is a typo, but it says this offer expires on 10/17/12. So I guess that's supposed to be 3012. I guess I don't know. That's just funny to me, but that's pretty cool. So Super Fight, very awesome. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend either checking out some videos to see if you like it, or just getting it yourself. I don't know how expensive it is because I've only gotten the free version, to be totally honest, but it's a fun game. So admittedly, I could, you know, I can promote it myself because I enjoyed the free version that I got. So we got the Mega Crate here, as always. Wish I could have had it, but sadly no. And we have, oh, they even put the they're putting the names now of the Mega Crate winners from the month before, so that's interesting. So we have an Apple 12-inch MacBook, that's sweet. The Walking Dead Daryl Messenger bag, Friday the 13th scarf, I'd actually really love that. Halloween, the complete collection, which is like, there's like 7 Halloween movies or something crazy like that. NECA Freddy versus Jason statue, so that's pretty cool. And then the mini Mega Crate is actually a Nightmare on Elm Street large tin fun box, which basically it's a lunchbox. And then a How to Survive a Horror Movie by Seth Grahame-Smith paperback. So that's pretty cool. So this is a good crate. I definitely enjoyed this one. I think my favorite item might actually be the chopsticks. Just because I will actually utilize these, and plus they just look funny. I might freak my girlfriend out with these, especially because they're attached at the finger, so it looks really weird when you bend them. So this might actually be my favorite, or this, because these are really fun to go through. And just looking at the characters on the back here, it's like a character that looks like he kind of has the head of Astro Boy, but the body of a gorilla. But he's definitely a baby because he's wearing a bib. And well, he might be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. These characters look real strange, but I like this. So maybe these two might be my favorite. And like I said, I do definitely like the T-shirt. I like the Camp Crystal Lake flag. I want to put this on my car just to have it because that'd be cool. But I can tell if this got rained on, it would just get destroyed. So I'm sadly might not be able to do that. But I like the items. I like this. Honestly, I would have preferred the sad version just because all I think of is whatever that kid show is. I keep thinking of that when I look at this. But I definitely enjoyed this crate. Super excited to get into my DX crate because there's a franchise. Pretty much, I think the only thing that's in the DX crate that was even in this one is The Walking Dead. I think everything else are like other horror movies, which one of them was like one of my all-time favorites. So super excited to get into that, and hopefully I spent my money well. But definitely want to know what you guys thought about this crate, so please comment below. Let me know your favorite items, your least favorite items. With it being horror, there are 100 million different things that could have gone into this crate. So I would love to know what horror franchises you guys would have liked to have seen in this crate. If you had to switch something out, like considering this is just like silly supervillains, maybe you would have switched this out for something, from a franchise that you actually like or something like that. Like I said, personally, I enjoyed that. I think all the items are pretty cool. This was the one thing I would switch out, even if I had the sad one. This, admittedly, is my least favorite of all the items, but it represents Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Or I'd switch this with I'd probably switch this with Friday the 13th. That might have been really awesome. A little plushy Jason, and he has his little machete and everything like that. That, I think I would have enjoyed it more. Or if he had the chainsaw attached to him, it would have been a little bit cooler too, to me at least. But we'd love to know what franchises you guys wish were, included in this month's crate. Which items you would have switched out, if you had the chance. But like I said, please comment below, let me know. And of course, thanks for watching.